Well, hey, Bill, how's it going?
Good, Garrett. How you doing?
I'm excited to be sitting in our brand new performance space at our brand new office here on South Banker Street in Effingham.
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's a familiar place for you, but brand new for our podcast.
It's funny. It feels different to me
Yeah.
because I lived here, but all the furniture's gone, and there's this big room. It's about, I think it's about 21 feet long and about 17 feet wide, and it's just this open space that we had. We had 16 last night, plus you and Emily and me and the band. That's about 23 people or something like that.
Yeah, it was nice and cozy and full in here, and we had Justin Rose and Tait Kelly of Justin Rose and the Green Thumbs.
Yeah, and that was a lot of fun. They are part of the St. Louis music scene, big in the festival scene there. Like Pickin' on Picnic, I think Justin was actually involved in presenting that festival.
Yep. We actually met him. He was the guy that took us backstage for Taylor Steele and the Love Preachers, so he let Taylor borrow his guitar even.
But our last performer was from St. Louis. These performers are from St. Louis. Our next performer's from St. Louis. We got kind of a theme going.
That's right. And these guys, they are part of a 7-piece jam band, and they stripped it down to guitar and mandolin, and Justin Rose leading us through 5 of his most popular songs.
Yeah, you'll hear him talk a little bit about how different it is for them to play as a two piece versus as a 7-piece, and sometimes they were wishing they had a different pedal or wish they had a drummer,
right?
That kind of thing. But you could hear the songs. The songs came through, and we enjoyed that very much. And we talked about it.
It was fun to watch them communicate as a jam band with just 2 guys. You know, giving each other the look and the foot and the
I heard
the signals.
I heard Justin at one point say, "You got me."
Yeah.
and so that was Tate's signal to play the rhythm.
Yeah, you can tell these guys are used to jam circles and being on stage and improvising with each other. And
yeah.
All right, but before we get started today, we do have a big announcement in the middle of today's show, so stick around for that. Tell us all about that, Bill.
Yeah, we're going to announce the first wave lineup announcement for the Moccasin Creek Festival 2026. That's June 18th through the 21st, and you can get your tickets now for the whole festival for $130. And we have another big announcement also. So stay tuned.
Stick around. We're going to talk about Moccasin Creek at the break. Here's Justin Rose on the guest list.
Welcome to the guest list, presented by POS Music Works, a 501c3 not-for-profit bringing music and musical events to downstate Illinois. We'll talk to songwriters and learn about what makes them tick and how they came to write their most popular songs. It's where you've always wanted to be, on the guest list. Here's your host, Bill Poss.
All right, folks, you are right where you've always wanted to be, on the guest list today with Justin Rose from St. Louis, Missouri. Justin is joined by Tait Kelly over there on the mandolin. Thank you for being here. I said that you're from St. Louis. I don't even know that for sure.
I am. Yeah, we're St. Louis. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we're from St. Louis.
Well, I was telling the folks before the podcast started that I really have never met Justin until today, and so we're just getting to know each other. And where did you grow up?
Around St. Louis. Well, about a half hour outside of St. Louis, out in the woods there. Okay. In Jefferson County, Missouri is where I'm from.
Okay.
So yeah, southwest of St. Louis, about 30 minutes.
And is this your first time to Effingham?
I think so. Have we played out here before? I don't think. Yeah, this is probably our first time out here.
This is a good way to get
started. I have to ask Amanda and Tate.
you meet some of the nicest people at this podcast. So
I've already noticed that. Yeah, this is quite a community you got here, man. This is awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Community is what we play for. This is great. I love it.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Let's get started. I've asked you to play your 5 most popular songs, and we'll talk about it once we get going. So
cool.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. This first one's off of our an EP we put out this year. Yeah, it's called Chaos of You. It's hard to put in words how much you're on my mind. Didn't think that I could be so consumed. If I ever get my turn, I know it's a wild ride. I'd risk it all just for a chance with you. I'd run away from the quiet life and everything my mom said was true. I just want to find contentment in the chaos of you. And I know you'll never be some little housewife baking pies and shining my shoes. I just want to find contentment in the chaos of you. I melt into a puddle when you smile at me. And suddenly heard the birds singing our song. I want to be Poseidon of your sea and ride out the waves as they come along. I'd run away from the quiet life and everything my mama said was true. I just want to find contentment in the chaos of you. And I know you'll never be some little housewife baking pies and shining my shoes. I just want to find contentment in the chaos of you. I know that I'm just dreaming, but it's fun to pretend. That one day you'll pick me out of the crowd. And whisper in my ear all the things you intend. To put me through once there's no way out. I'd run away from the quiet life and everything my mom said was true. I just want to find contentment in the chaos of you. And I know you'll never be some little housewife baking pies and shining my shoes. I just want to find contentment in the chaos of you. I just want to find contentment in the chaos of you. Yeah, so that's off our new EP, Chaos of You is the name of that song.
Did you say that that's the name of the EP?
The name of the EP is Searching, but Chaos of You is the last track on there.
Nice. So how did it work out?
The whole EP?
With her? No, with her.
Sure, that's some songs are personal endeavors, and then some are just storytelling. And I typically like people to take their interpretation of a song and run with that.
Right. But I'm asking
if
you,
I'm being honest, this was more of a tale of falling in love with a gal that you're not going to get the home cooked meal at 5 o'clock every night, white picket fence kind of life. Falling in love with like a nomadic performer type of gal. That's she's not going to be there at home at your beck and call every night. And
so what's the upside? What's the upside?
It's about to. What's the upside?
What's the upside?
The adventure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There's adventure in it. There's adventure outside of your comfort zone. And
right
that's
on.
Pretty much what that's finding contentment in that, in the adventure.
It definitely felt like a sort of a peaceful song, like a traveling kind of peaceful song.
Yeah. It's
that moved to the minor right away. And
it's like I said, just not your typical love story, but that's the kind of people we hang out with, or not exactly 9-to-5ers. We're all kind of freaks and weirdos driving through the night to play houses, play house concerts.
I think of "Gentle on My Mind," like that was that kind of song
right
too.
on,
like, about a guy who just was saying, I'll leave my sleeping bag behind your couch.
Pretty
different kind of arrangement.
Different arrangement, yeah. There's very talented women out there that like to hit the road too, and they make sacrifices to do that. So
yeah, cool. Well, I knew that Tait could play with both hands, but I'm glad to hear you really ripping it up there on the guitar.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, we're not quite warmed up yet, but I appreciate it.
Okay, well, let's hear another song.
Okay, yeah. This is a song. It's the lyrics are a little bit chaotic. Some people don't like it because of that, but it was kind of intentional. Song's kind of about the mixed bag of emotions that we feel when we lose a loved one, especially when they decide to end their own life. In particular, I wrote this song just kind of dealing with my own emotions when Jeff Austin passed away. If you don't know who Jeff Austin is, he was pretty much the bread and butter of a Yonder Mountain String Band. So
can I tell you a story before you play it?
Please.
We'll see what happens. I knew Jeff when he was living in Urbana before he moved out to Colorado and became. He had a band called the Bluegrass Holes in Urbana.
Yeah.
He and Dave.
Yep.
And anyway, I was friends with him, and when he moved out to Colorado, I'd go out there and he would hook me up with gigs. Primarily the gig hosting the open mic at the Pioneer Inn in Nederland. And my dad came one time with his banjo and they joined us and they played with us all night and we had a great time. Anyway, lots of stories about it. We lost touch, and years later, I was trying to get Julian Davis, to play at the Moccasin Creek Festival, and we had an agreement. And then his agent said, "Hey, sorry, but Julian's just been asked if he could be the guitar player for the Jeff Austin project or band, whatever it was." And so I was like, "Oh wow, that's great for him." I said, "Bad for me." I said, "But I wonder, is Jeff Austin available?" He said, "Well, you have to ask his agent." So I went to his agent and I said, "Is Jeff Austin?" We happened to be on the same weekend as Telluride, which is a place that Jeff Austin was kind of one of his very famous places to play, and so we had this conversation about could they make it work, and he wasn't playing at Telluride, but I was trying to get him to play at Moccasin. Went on for a couple of weeks, and finally he said, "Nah, this is too complicated. We're not going to be able to make it work." So I was really bummed out, and the night that we had him playing was the night that he died. So
wow,
I was backstage, Yonder Mountain String, the Way Down Wonders were on stage, and Alex Taylor came up to me from Chain Station, came up to me and said, "I just heard that Jeff Austin died." It was big. It was kind of a heavy. Well, I don't mean to script your song here, but
no, please. I'd hear all the Jeff stories I can.
Yeah. So. Anyway, it really hit me like a ton of bricks. Knowing that if he had been at Moccasin Creek Festival instead of wherever he was, he might still be alive.
I used to help run a festival called Pickin' on Picnic in St. Clair, Missouri, and that was only 2 weeks later. So we felt that too, for sure.
He was supposed to be at that, wasn't he?
Yeah. He's on I have the poster in my bathroom. It's got his name on it. But they ended up doing like a tribute show to him with just kind of the folks that we had there. Julian was there, and actually Jeff's band, who had Kyle Tuttle at the time as well, they all ended up coming anyway. And Vince Herman, Leftover Salmon, they were there, and Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, they all kind of just did a big tribute festival to him. It's on archives somewhere.
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah, it's cool. It's very thrown together, but it's very cool. But anyways, you'll probably know, so you'll recognize a lot of the little Easter eggs in this song. Then I kind of took a lot of little Jeff lines and incorporated them into this song. So
right on.
I don't know if it's plagiarism or tribute, but we'll see what you think.
That's absolutely part of the whole deal.
I'm supposed to be saying this part, that not to be too braggadocious, but this one we took it out of our set list. We hadn't played it for several months, just because it's kind of a slow downer song, and we're kind of trying to make people dance and stuff at festivals. But the St. Louis Post-Dispatch suddenly, I don't even know how they heard it, but they recognized it as like one of the top 25 songs in St. Louis of 2025. So
wow,
we're like, I guess we'll bring it back.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So yeah, we anyways, yeah. Thank you for that. That was cool. This is Searching. Searching hard for the answers that you may have left behind. What was left of the morning you set sail to the northern skies. Things get hazy over time. Or did clouds abruptly fall? I know the hurt that comes when you open. Let them know you've seen it all. Fear I'm falling down the steep grades, through the valley where you lie. To be at peace with what the night brings may shine all out in their eyes. Try not to let it overwhelm me, prefer not to join you, my friend. Delusions tend to cloud my vision. Living well is the best revenge. Is it too late now to be searching for the light? The signs of where to go. Time has told me there are things beyond the sun, which the tended would not know. But you left us in that hole. Thank you.
Yes, nothing wrong. I love a tribute song like that, especially when you're quoting him at various places. There are quite a few, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like we all do when like a musical idol dies, we end up scouring the catalog. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
those lines were really sticking in my head as I was kind of going through the chaotic grieving process of all that. So
Right on. Who else do you look to for inspiration or guidance?
oh man, that's a long list. I mean, obviously, I go back to like Jerry Garcia, John Hartford. We both really, me and Tate are both real big John Hartford guys.
Right on.
Peter Rowan, I've at Pickin' on Picnic. I was the artist liaison. I got to spend some time with Peter Rowan. That was pretty rad.
Nice.
Yeah, man, it changes from week to week, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, man, not to just blow familiar smoke, but just currently in the last couple of weeks, the most inspiring show I've seen is genuinely Hunter Peebles.
Oh,
That guy, God, his full band shows are just unreal.
He was our last
Yeah.
episode of this podcast, and I like you, I was just getting to know his music and really feeling like I'm dropping the ball and not knowing who the up and coming songwriters are in St. Louis.
We've been fortunate enough to kind of watch him grow the last couple of years, and
Yeah.
it's been a cool journey to watch. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we really enjoyed having him. And I need to see a full show with the band.
Yeah, so that one, it's tricky to, I mean, Tate does a great job on it, obviously, but it's kind of, when we do the full 7-piece band, I got 2 other people we do 3-part harmonies on the vocals, and the chorus makes a little more sense with with 3-part harmonies and stuff, you know, but yeah.
Right? Nice. So Tate is in the band.
Absolutely.
And you
Yeah.
have it's a 7-piece? Is it?
It's a 7-piece. It's Justin Rose and the Green Thumbs.
Right.
Tate's Dr. Green Thumb, we call him. There would be no Green Thumbs without Tate, for sure. He's, been
Cool.
the right-hand man on all that.
Right on. So tell me about the song. After this next song, we'll go into a commercial break. So tell us about the song before we get into the third song.
The next song we're going to do is called, it's also off our new EP. It's called Summer Rain.
And what can you tell us about it?
What's that? I was trying to think of it too. Summer Rain's it's kind of our big jam song when we play live. Don't worry, we're not gonna do the whole jam band thing here today. This is really the one we make a jam sandwich out of. This song's about, I started really taking this passion seriously a little late in life. And a lot of kind of at the beginning of that journey, the mental health part of it especially, came a lot of shame, and just trauma-based shame. And this is kind of my for Stranger Things fans, I feel like Summer Rain is kind of my running up that hill. It's just kind of my song that really brought me to start doing it, start believing in myself. So I don't know if that's too generic, if that makes any sense at all. But
That's not generic at all. That's
Okay,
fantastic.
okay.
Yeah.
My heart's getting too heavy, I just want this world to take it. I don't know if I can keep the shambles all together on my own. It's totaled out from a broken home. I always wanted to be the one, write them songs you dance to. This life hasn't gifted me to have the breezy bliss my idols do. Forgive me if you're an empath too. I'm lost in shame from all the time that's gone. Not the only one to blame for everything that's went wrong. Built a wall to hide my ignorance. Not strong enough to deal with my own pain. Oh Lord, wanna get lost, washed away in the summer rain. Try not to compare with the cards dealt to some others. Too many flashbacks, dreams just getting scoffed at like they're dirt. As if the loss could feel any worse. Turning from that toxic dwell, projections still consume me. Till I realize purpose lies what is next in the muse's heart. Should've known that from the start. I'm lost in shame from all the time that's gone. Not the only one to blame for everything that's went wrong. Built a wall to hide my ignorance. Not strong enough to deal with my own pain. Oh Lord, wanna get lost, washed away in summer rain. Someday I'll break free from these shackles of my past. Get the courage to forgive myself and let you in it last. I'm lost in shame. Not the only one to blame. Built a wall to hide my ignorance. Not strong enough to deal with my own pain. Oh Lord, wanna get lost, wash away in the summer rain. Wanna get lost, wash away in the summer rain.
All right. Thank you, Justin and Tate. Let's take a little break and give you our big announcement for today's episode. It is, drumroll please, the the Moccasin Creek Festival First Wave lineup announcement.
Yeah, this is going to be so much fun. I'm going to start from the bottom, okay? We have Oliver Steck and Britt Passalacqua as our MCs, returning as our MCs. Hope Dunbar from New Jersey. Terry Klein from Austin, Texas. Grant Peoples from South Florida. Jacob Coon's Experience from Mason, Illinois. Edgewood, Illinois. Big difference. Greg Klimoff from all the way in Buffalo. Alex Taylor and the Alex Taylor All-Stars he's from Denver. His All-Stars will be from all over. My Politic from a combination of Pittsburgh and Nashville. The Bernie Sisters from Alabama. Jay Plank from British Columbia, from Victoria Island, of all places. Otis Gibbs from Indianapolis. Jess Klein Band. Jess Klein is from North Carolina. The Mighty Pines from St. Louis. Chicago Farmer from Northern Illinois, and Trout Fishing in America from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Then our headliners on Saturday night, Nick Shoulders with his band. And then on Friday night, our headliner is Rodney Crowell with his band. So it's going to be a great festival. Get your tickets, and there'll be a lot more bands added. Probably at least 15 more acts are going to be listed on this announcement. So
that's a great lineup, Bill, and
Thanks.
we look forward to that this June 18th through the 21st. And tickets are $130 right now at moccasincreekfestival.com.
if you see the social media stuff, I hope you'll share it. That would help us. That always helps us when you do that. Another announcement that we had that I wanted to tell you about is that we have a winter songwriter retreat that we do every year at Touch of Nature in Moccasin, Illinois.
That's right. If you like this podcast, you're going to love this retreat.
Yeah, well, in fact, I think all of the instructors have been, almost all of them anyway, have been featured on this podcast. And Hope Dunbar, we're going to tape her at the retreat. So that's going to be
great.
Exciting. And I'll tell you, the sooner you register, the better choice you have of what lodging you can book. Now, you don't have to book lodging. That's separate, but the registration does come with 5 meals. So when you see that price, know that you're getting 5 meals included in that. But it is the least expensive retreat I have ever seen, in the $300 and some range for a 3-day retreat.
And what are the dates?
That is February 27th, February 28th, and March 1st.
You could find all that info at posmusicworks.com, and on our social media, you can follow the Little Grassy Songwriter Retreat Facebook group. So look forward to that, podcast listeners, and check out the Little Grassy Songwriter Retreat. That's down there at Touch of Nature in Moccasin, Illinois.
Excellent.
Back to Justin and Tait on the guest list.
Okay, we're back, and I've been enjoying listening to the interplay with the instruments. You guys obviously, I can see the looks happening but you know where the breakdown's going to happen. For example, or like that last song where you're doing the E, the F sharp, I guess.
Yeah. Whatever that one is with this thing. Yeah. With me and Tate especially, it's that song usually kind of has that same breakdown in the same spot, but that was quite abridged.
You do.
It's like calling audibles, I guess.
Yeah, right. You do a thing that I really appreciate, which is you leave a lot of space in the like when you're in your phrasing. It's like there's room for it. So I like that a lot.
Yeah, thanks, man. I've played with a lot of musicians that don't know how to do that. They just all they know is rah, and, musically. So I learning to create that space is pretty important for me and for our sound. I mean, especially with the 7-piece band, it's I know when to hang back and kind of let everybody else breathe a little bit. So
right on. I just mean like between like in your lines, there's space between. You're not like running one line into the next.
Yeah.
And I like that. I always notice when that is happening.
Yeah. Letting some lines breathe instead of trying to force too much in there.
Well, I don't know if it's my age or what, but I have a hard time keeping up sometimes.
Yeah. I try to. I mean, when I write a song, it goes through many stages, and I try to, through that editing process, try to get to the point in less and less words, So
right,
try to find the right words rather than just babbling like I do in normal everyday life.
Do you have a preferred method, or like you have a notebook, or like you have a writing room, or is there anything that you can tell us about how to get it done?
Normally for me, it's usually melody first and then lyrics. I mean, that's not always the case. There's nothing real exciting about the way I write. It's caffeine, THC, and notebooks. You know, it's nothing.
Pretty standard.
No real. I don't. There's nothing real exciting about it. I just putting in the time and being willing to write bad songs too. You know.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because there's for every song that we actually play, there's quite a few that aren't going to leave the house or the notebook. That's for sure.
I have found over the years that I get done with those songs. I mean, like when I've written a bad song, I'm aware of it more quickly than I used to be.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good. I haven't really gotten there yet. I need a.
Well,
I'm a little. I get to that point where I'm a little too invested, and then it's like there's a letting go process. So yeah, knowing and letting go of it quicker is definitely what I need to work on.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, I've been enjoying your song so far.
Thanks, man.
Let's get another one.
Yeah, cool. Those last three were on our latest EP. This is a newer one. This one's called Grass of Home.
Grass of Home?
Tell and Tate. Grass of Home, yeah. So this is a
Grass
song.
of Home. Okay.
Yeah, Grass of Home. What'd you think I said?
Grassophone.
Grassophone?
Which I thought was just a made-up word.
We haven't recorded it yet. We're going to consider that. It's actually pretty funny. No, so a friend of ours, his name's Josh Sullivan. He, back in July, he got incarcerated for, I don't know, I won't get too far into it, but reasons I think were silly. Arkansas doesn't like when you possess psychedelics.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what he got popped for, and he got incarcerated for a year, which if you don't know anybody that's ever been incarcerated, you're just like, well, whatever, a year, go read some books and take some classes or something. But when you're close to the situation, you realize people lose their homes and their jobs and everything they lose just to have to get in there, and then they have to get back and start all over.
Prospects.
Yeah. And Josh is a dear, dear friend of the St. Louis music community. And he's, been one of our biggest supporters. So I wanted to write a song for Josh just to make sure he knows that we love him and we're thinking about him.
He's in jail now?
So, yeah, he's in jail now. He gets, I can't publicly say, but he gets way later this year, he gets released. So
okay.
We're going to have a big party that day.
Right on, man.
A major waste of days from your life stolen. Guess that judge had something to prove. Waking up confined for the way you eased your troubled mind. Some mode won't pay piper's dues. But when the lights go out and you close your eyes, think about the years ahead feeling weightless with our tribe. When the skies break through and the dust starts to clear, remember the grass of home and the love that's still right here. Remember the grass of home and the shoulders for your tears. Still many nights ahead, dancing under your bright light. Stars above even wait for you. Don't you dare think you're forgotten. Your echoes bloom through the flowing skies. From afar still carry us through. When the lights go out and you close your eyes, think about the years ahead feeling weightless with our tribe. When the skies break through and the dust starts to clear, remember the grass at home and the love that's still right here. Remember the grass of home and the shoulders for your tears. Major waste of days from your life stolen. Guess that judge had something to prove. It may feel confined, but your echoes bloom through the flowing skies. From afar, still carry us through. When the lights go out and you close your eyes, think about the years ahead, feeling weightless with our tribe. When the skies break through, when the dust starts to clear, remember the grass of home and the love that's still right here. Remember the grass of home and the shoulders for your tears. Thank you.
Wow, it's a nice tribute. I guess he's had a chance to hear the song.
Yeah, but it. So I posted a video of it on social media, and I found out a friend played it like through a phone speaker to his phone speaker for him. So like I'm but
Okay,
couldn't have been more tin canny.
Right,
I should have just like stood outside the jail with tin cans and a string and
right,
done it. But no, we plan to record and release that one the day he gets released, which, like I said, I can't say on air. But
yeah,
we have big plans for that. We really love Josh.
All right, well, here's to Josh. Hope it's sooner than later.
Yeah, for sure.
Very good. Well, let's see. There's a couple of questions that I wanted to ask you before we get into your last song.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about like maybe a favorite venue that you like, a listening room venue or something, or a place where you like to play? It doesn't have to be a listening room, but like where you like to play.
So home base for us, I think it's safe to say, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Tate, but home base for us is Pop's Blue Moon in St. Louis.
Okay.
That's I can't say enough good things about those guys and what they do for the St. Louis music community as a whole, and just the chances they let us take there and encourage us to take chances there. Right now, I've actually since August, Taylor played the first one. I have a series there every third Thursday called STL Unplugged. And it's kind of I do my best to make the bar a listening room experience. And it's mostly artists that people are used to seeing in a full band or electric type setting, and let them just kind of do like this, basically. Just kind of strip down, do their songs, in a more stripped down way. And but that's the long version of the answer. That Pop's Blue Moon is really home base for us, and I could talk all night about that place.
Okay, and one more question. We talked a little bit about death earlier.
Yeah.
What do you think happens when you die?
I am comfortable saying I have no fucking idea.
It's a good, honest answer.
Yeah. I have no idea. I grew up. Boy, I'm gonna be real careful. I grew up being told, like a lot of us were, that there's a very certain way, and don't you dare question that.
Yeah.
I have spent a lot of time reflecting and studying different cultures and religions and their take on that. And no matter what I take from anything I study, I still come back to that question with, I have no idea. Right. And I'm just kind of okay with that.
Okay. Very good. Thank you for your considered answer.
Yeah, thanks.
I appreciate it. It's been great having you on here, Justin.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. I really appreciate this, man.
Thank you, Tate. It's unusual for us to have a sideman, but you've been great over there in the corner. All right. So this has been Justin Rose, and we got one more song. Justin's out of St. Louis, and his home base is Pop's Blue Moon. You can check him out there. You got a website or
every third Thursday at Pops. No, just Justin Rose STL anywhere, all the socials and YouTube and all that. Just search Justin Rose STL.
Okay.
Justin Rose STL at Gmail for booking if you don't do social media, which I don't blame you at all. But yeah, we're out there. I need to build a website. I've had a pretty big venue tell me that recently, so I'm going to get on the website soon.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you very much for being here, and let's get one more song out of it.
Yeah, it's an honor, Bill. Thank you all for being here. This is really cool. Seeing these little communities like this, man, is kind of really what I appreciate playing more than corporate venues and stuff, man. Just playing house parties and small festivals of communities, and thanks for being here. Appreciate it. We're gonna take a little bit of a risk, if that's okay, and play a song I just showed Tate like yesterday. This one's also not recorded yet, but this one's called Scrambled Mine. Comes and it goes, silver linings paint the skies, and someone knows how to save me from myself. Looking down from my throne, I see the liberation of heaven, no prizes to hold, shackled by my own gold. Caught in a whirlwind, it's all or nothing, baby. Climb the store to towers to ring swing chimes. Help me dig out when I'm drowning, baby. In my scrambled mind, you're faded from too much sun, imprisoned by shadows that bind me, so I can't run. They say it'll burn my eyes, but I'd love to see through your lens, so maybe every once in a while I can pretend your journey's been as dark as mine. Caught in a whirlwind, it's all or nothing, baby. Climb the store to towers to ring swing chimes. Help me dig out when I'm drowning, baby. In my scrambled mind. It's all or nothing, baby. Time to store the towels, ring, swing, chimes. Help me dig out when I'm drowning, baby. In my scrambled mind, comes and it goes, silver linings paint the skies when someone knows. Thanks, y'all.
Justin Rose, Tait Kelly.
Good. Done. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Justin, and thank you, Tait, for making the long trip from St. Louis to be with us on the guest list. Hey, we've got one more exciting announcement. We've been talking to you guys about our end-of-year fundraiser for Pos Music Works. It was our $30,000 fundraiser goal, and on the very last day, on December 31st, we hit that goal.
Amazing.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for donating, trusting us with your hard-earned money, and we're going to do lots of great things with it next year.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it right now. Speaking of working on it, we got 2 great podcasts tapings coming up. If you'd like to attend those, you can send me a message at posmusicworks@gmail.com, and I will put you on the invite list.
January 12th, we have Shanna in a dress, and she's a great songwriter from Nashville.
Well, I knew her from Nashville, but she's recently moved to St. Louis.
Okay, even better. Well, we'll have Shanna, and
I told her we're only doing St. Louis, so she moved to St. Louis so she could be on the podcast.
And then at the end of the month, we have from Nashville, originally from Michigan, Chloe Kimes.
Yeah, looking forward to it. We'll see you next time, okay? 2 weeks.
All right, everybody. Thank you.